Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sri RM Jain Group of Schools, we welcome you to our online learning initiative, Ekalaiva. Hello, my dear students. Today in this session, we are going to learn an interesting poem from Class 8 English Literature Reader. The name of the poem is Geography Lesson. It is written by Zulfikar Ghosh. Now let's know about the poet Zulfikar Ghosh. He was born on 13th March in 1935 at Sialkot in India. He was born before the partition of India and Pakistan. Sialkot is now situated in Pakistan. His family emigrated to USA in the year 1969. He was a poet, novelist and an essayist. His first novel was The Contradiction. It was about the contradiction between the Western and the Eastern culture. Have you ever gone in an aeroplane? I hope some of you would have gone. Here, the poet travels in an aeroplane. He describes the panoramic view of the earth at different heights from the window of an aircraft. The poem is divided into 3 stanzas according to the altitude at which the plane is flying. He also conveys the symbolic meanings behind the physical features of the earth. Are you all ready for that flight journey? When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing its scale 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned, and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. Here, the poet's jet sprang into the sky. Sprang means flew into the sky. So the poet's jet flew into the sky. It was clear why the city had developed the way it had, seeing its scale 6 inches to the mile. It flew at a height of 6 inches to the mile. By the time it was very clear to the poet why the city had developed as per its necessities. There seemed an inevitability. Inevitability means unavoidable about what on ground had looked haphazard. Haphazard means without plan or order. He says at that height it was unavoidable about what on ground had looked haphazard. Everything looked very small and it had no order or no plan at all, unplanned and without style. It had no particular style, it had no plan at all. It had developed as per its necessities. He came to know this when his jet sprang into the sky at a distance of 6 inches to the mile. I hope you understood this stanza, children. Shall we learn the poetic devices used in the stanza? First, let us identify the rhyming words. Sky rhymes with the sky, so they are A. City rhymes with inevitability, so they are B. Had rhymes with haphazard, so both are C. Mile rhymes with style, so both are D. So what is the rhyme scheme used in the stanza? A, B, C, D, B, C, D, A. Now let's move on to the next poetic device, repetition. Repetition is nothing but a phrase or a line will be repeated in the poem. Look at the first line. When the jet sprang into the sky. That line is repeated again in the 8th line. So this is an example of repetition. The next poetic device is enjoyment. Do you know what is enjoyment? Enjoyment is nothing but a line or a thought will be carried over to the next line without any comma or full stop. Look at the second line. It was clear why the city. That line is carried over to the next line had developed the way it had without any comma or full stop in between them. So this is called enjambment. Can you identify one more enjambment in this stanza? I hope some of you would have found that there seemed an inevitability. That line is carried over to the next line without any comma or full stop in between. So this is also an example of enjambment. The next poetic device is alliteration. I hope all would have learned alliteration in the previous class. What is alliteration? Alliteration is the repetition of the consonant sound adjacently in the same line. Shall we identify the alliteration here? Look at the first line. Sprang, sky. Here the consonant sound sir is repeated in these words. So this is an example of alliteration. The same way, next line, clear, city. Here the consonant sound k is repeated. Look at this line, seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile. Here, seeing scaled 6. In these words, the consonant sound sir is repeated. So, this is also an alliteration. Same way, had, episode. Here the consonant sound her is repeated. The last line, sprang, sky. Here the consonant sound sir is repeated. So all these are all examples of alliteration. I hope you understood this stanza poetic devices. Shall we move on to the next stanza? When the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography that land and water attracted man was clearly delineated when the jet reached 10,000 feet. Here, the poet's jet reached at a height of 10,000 feet. Reached means arrived. So, the poet's jet arrived at a height of 10,000 feet in this stanza. It was clear, by the time it was clear to the poet why the country had cities where rivers ran, he understood why the cities are situated near the riverbed and why the valleys were populated. Valleys means the depression between hills or mountains. He understood why the valleys were populated and why the cities are situated near the riverbed. The logic of geography that land and water attracted man. Attracted means fascinated. Was clearly delineated. Delineated means depicted or shown when the jet reached 10,000 feet. So the poet says when his jet reached at a height of 10,000 feet, he understood the logic of geography. The logic of geography is land and water are essential for the survival of the human being. Here the man represents human being. So land and water are very essential for the survival of human beings. They attracted the human beings towards it was clearly understood by the poet when his jet reached at a height of 10,000 feet. I hope you all would have understood this stanza. Shall we learn the poetic devices used in this stanza? First, let us identify the rhyming words. Feet rhymes with feet, so both are A. Country rhymes with geography, so both are B. Ran rhymes with man, so both are C. Populated rhymes with delineated, so both are D. So what is the rhyme scheme used in the stanza? A, B, C, D, B, C, D, A is the rhyme scheme. Now let's move on to the next poetic device, repetition. I already taught you what is repetition. A phrase or a line will be repeated in the poetry. Look at the first line. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, that line is repeated again in the 8th line. So this is an example of repetition. The next poetic device is enjayment. Enjayment is nothing but a line or a thought will be carried over to the next line without any comma or full stop. So here, look at the second line. It was clear why the country. That line is carried over to the third line without any comma or full stop in between these two lines. So this is an example of enjayment. We have one more enjayment also in this stanza. Look at this line. The logic of geography. Here you can see a hyphen. Hyphen represent the continuity. So that line is continuing to the next line, that land and water attracted man. Again you can see a hyphen there. It shows that it is continuing, was clearly delineated. So these three lines also an example of enjayment. Now the next poetic device is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the consonant sound adjacently in the same line. Shall we identify the alliteration? Look at the second line. Clear country. Here the consonant sound k is repeated. The next line, rivers ran. Here the consonant sound r is repeated. The next line, y valleys were. Here the consonant sound w is repeated. I hope you all would have understood the stanza poetic devices. Shall we move on to the next stanza? When the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear that the earth was round and that it had more sea than land, but it was difficult to understand that the men on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities, and to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. So here the poet's jet reached at a height of 6 miles high. It was clear, by the time it was clear to the poet that the earth was round. So he found the earth was round and that it had more sea than the land, and also found the earth had more sea than the land. But it was difficult. Difficult means complicated. But it was very complicated to him to understand that the men on the earth found causes. Causes means reasons. So the human beings found reasons to hate each other, to build walls across cities, and to kill. Walls here represent boundaries. He says the human beings found reasons to hate each other. They built walls across their countries and they kill each other. From that height, it was not clear why. He says even though his jet reached at a height of 6 miles away from the ground, it was not clear to him why the people live on the earth hate each other. Why do they construct walls across the countries, and why do they kill each other? All these are all not understandable by the poet, even though his jet reached at a height of 1,000 miles away from the ground. So, what the poet wants to convey through this poetry? I think he wants the human beings to live peacefully without any war or anything. They should not hate other people. They should not construct any walls across the countries. They should be united. We should not be divided for shallow reasons. We should live happily without any war or without any enmity between the other countries. I hope you understood this poem, children. Shall we learn the poetic devices used in this stanza? First, let us identify the rhyming words. High rhymes with Y, both are A. Round rhymes with found, both are B. Land rhymes with understand and build, so they are C. The word kill is not rhyming with any other word, so this is D. So what is the poetic device used here? What is the rhyme scheme used here? A, B, C, C, B, C, D, A is the rhyme scheme. Now let's move on to the next poetic device, enjambment. Enjambment is a line or a thought will be carried over to the next line without any comma or full stop. Shall we identify that? Look at the second line. It was clear that the earth was round. That line was carried over to the next line without any comma or full stop in between. The same way, but it was difficult to understand. That line is carried over to the next line. That men on the earth found. Again, that line is carried over to the next line, causes to hate each other to build. So, these lines are all examples of enjambment. Look at this word walls. It is a symbolism because the poet used the walls as a symbol of national boundaries and hatred among people. So, this way of writing is called symbolism. You use that walls as a symbols of boundaries. Okay, children, I hope you understood the poetic devices used in this stanza. Have you all enjoyed that flight journey? Thank you, children.